My name is Lyndon Taylor. I'm a resident here in Banning. I'd like to request that the council remove from the consent calendar item number 3, dealing with the shown litigation settlement, in order to address 2 items that I think are worthy of your discussion. This agenda item, as you know, is about a settlement of a lawsuit brought forward by former tenant of the Oddfellows building, Mrs. Schoen, who claims that she was falsely evicted. She sued the owner of the building, Robert Freeman and Dirk Dorning, their representative companies, as well as our city. First of all, for the record, council member Hanna owns and operates a consulting firm named Hanna and Associates, and it's been alleged that Mr. Ed Ball, the husband of council member Hanna, and other representatives of Hanna and Associates served in a consulting capacity to Mrs. Freeman, one of the owners of the building, and also other persons associated with the ownership of the building. Furthermore, Form 460 California campaign donation statement by councilperson Hanna reports that Freeman made a campaign contribution to her last campaign. Assuming the consulting relationship is correct, and in light of the reported campaign contribution, would seem appropriate that councilperson Hanna refrain from voting on this issue so as to avoid a potential conflict of interest. Second, in the matter of payment of the legal settlement of $50,000 from prior approved redevelopment funds, I'd ask if such use of those funds is proper and legal under the regulations and guidelines governing redevelopment expenditures. And finally, I'd appreciate an explanation from the city's attorney as to whether or not this action indemnifies the city from any further legal entanglements involving either the plaintiff and or the landlords and our city. In short, does the $50,000 conclude the city's liability in this matter? I request again you pull this item for discussion.
Thank you. I certainly would give Councilwoman Hanna a chance opportunity if she'd like to respond.
No? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hanna and Associates have never done any work with Mrs. Freeman. I met Mrs. Freeman for the first time a week ago or so. I don't know what you're talking about. And my husband, Ed Ball, has not done any work for Mrs. Freeman. And there's no conflict of interest, and I don't know what.
Well, Mr. Mayor, and the question is whether you're going to pull it from the agenda. We could then be happy to comment on the questions that were raised.
I was going to ask you to comment on the legal question, but if we need to decide to leave it on or pull it, what is the will of the council?
Pull it. Pull it so he can respond.
All right, we'll pull item number 3.
Excuse me.
All right.